Hi everybody, this is Scott Sharp with Fretboard Toolbox, and today we're going to use my Fretboard Toolbox Complete Piano Edition to see how to build some chord progressions in the key of C major and see some common ways to arrange those chords so you can make songs of your own and figure out other people's songs. Let me show you how it works. Okay, for this video we're going to take a look at the chord progressions in the key of C. So we will flip to page 19, which is the key of C major page, and we'll look at some simple kind of chord progressions you can play to start playing along with these chords that all sound good in the key of C major. So these first 6 chords here are all within the key of C major, and they make up tons and tons and tons of songs. And if you haven't seen my video on chord building in the key of C major, you should take a look, so you'll be able to tell that C major chords are built out of the notes C, E, and G. F majors are built out of F, A, and C. E minors are always built on the notes E, G, and B on every instrument. A minors are built on A, C, and E, etc. But today what we're going to focus on is this box here, which is some C major chord progressions. So these chord progressions are just taking these chords right here, these 6 chords, and arranging them in some different orders to get some different sounds. And we're going to be looking at the Roman numerals for these chords, and you'll see that those Roman numerals correspond with these guys in bold. And the bold Roman numerals are my major scale Roman numerals. So in the key of C major is my 1 chord, D minor is my 2 chord, E minor is my 3. And in a different video I'll teach about relative minor keys like A minor, and in the key of A minor, that A minor is my 1 chord, that's kind of my home base, and then C major is my 3 chord, and D minor is my 4 chord. But today we're just going to look at the bold Roman numerals, these chords, the key of C major, and then some different ways to arrange those. And then if we look down on here, this shows me all the notes that are from the key of C major, and since I'm playing all chords that are within the key here, we're only going to be using notes in the white circles here. So we're just using notes from the C major scale. So to play a C major, G major, C major, a 1-5-1, that would look like a 1-5-1 progression. We're going to want to play a C major chord, and then a G major chord, and then a C major. So that would look like this on the piano. I've got a C note here, and then here's C, E, G. I've never had any piano lessons, so my fingering's probably terrible, but that's not the point today. So here's C major, C, E, G, just the note C, E, G, and here's a C. C major, and then here's G major, G major, back to C major. So listen to that 1 chord, 5 chord, and if I hold it for a while you can kind of feel some tension that makes you want to go back to 1. So that's a 1, 5, 5, 1 progression. Then if we want to try a different progression here, a 1-4-5 progression, we're going to do the chords C major, F major, and G major. So that's a 1 chord, a 4 chord, and a 5 chord. So C, E, G, C major, F, A, C for F major, and G, B, D for G major. So today I'm just going to play the simple triads like C, E, G for C major, and F, A, C for F major. You can really mix those notes up, like here's F, A, C is F major, but I could play F, C, F, C, F, and then I could put an A down here, and an F, and a C. And as long as I'm playing only F, A, and C notes, I'm still playing F major, but let's just keep it simple today. So there's an F major, here's C major. So to play a C major, F major, G major progression, I'm going to play C major, F major, G major, and then back to C major. Okay, so that's a 1 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, and now you feel that tension on that 5. 5 chords always make you want to go back to 1s. So here's C major, F major, G major, and then I can walk down the scale. So that was just playing a G major, and then G, F, E, D, C. So you can always use notes from the scale to walk from one chord to another. Like going from that C chord to the F chord, I can play, here's C, and then just C, D, E, and then here's F. And then I could play F, E, F, G, G, and then I can walk. So I'm just using notes from the scale here to walk around on the different chords. So we heard a 1-4-5-1. Remember, 5 has a lot of tension. A 1-4-5 chord kind of builds up to the tension of the 5 and then resolves back to the 1. A 1-5-4 progression would be C, G, F, and that sounds like this. Here's let's play C major here, G major, F major. So that's just a 1 chord, 5 chord, 4 chord, and then I can walk it back down to wherever I'd like. So a 1-5-1 or 1-5-4, you hear it all the time. All these progressions are real common and they're played in lots of songs. I hear this all the time. I love this progression. I don't play it well on piano because I don't really play piano, but it's a 1-6-4-5. These progressions all sound the same and sound great on every instrument. And all these chords are built in the exact same way on every instrument. And all these chords fit in the same key on every instrument. So for all my books, guitars and ukuleles and piano and bass, all this stuff is just the same. And the only thing that changes is where are those notes that I need found down here. So to look at a 1-6-4-5 progression, I'm going to play C major, A minor, F major, G major. So remember that A minor is the notes A, C, and E. So let's look at that real quick. So I'm going to play C major, and then I'm going to go to an A minor, and then I'm going to go to F major, and then G major. So here's C major. Then I can walk down C, B, A. Then I can come up here to the F, F, and G major. A minor, F major, G major. So that's a 1-6-4-5 progression, and the reason I want to go through these progressions is because if you start thinking about chords in terms of Roman numerals, you'll start hearing the sounds of a 1-5-4 progression or a 1-6-4-5. A 1-6-2-5 is going to be C, A minor, D minor, G, and that would look like this: C, A minor, D minor, G major, C major, A minor, D minor, G major, and then back to C. So that's another common progression, and that D minor is made with the notes D, F, and A. And then two more quick progressions. A 1-2-4-5 is C minor, D minor, F major, G major. And on the piano that would look like this. Here's C major, D minor, F major, G major, C major, D minor, F major, G major, and then back to C. And then a last progression would be a 5-4-1 progression. So that 5-4-1 is going to be a G major, F major, C major. And that kind of has a different sound because it descends back to the root. And that would look like this. Here's G major, F major, C major, G major, F major, C major. So when you can see the chords that all sound cool together, this is not close to an exhaustive list of ways to arrange them, but you can arrange them in tons of different orders, and when you know which chords sound cool together, you have the freedom to put them together however you want. And when you know the notes that build the chords, then you can build those chords anywhere on the piano that you want and see how to run up and down to different chords and find lots of cool stuff. So hope you found something useful, and please subscribe if you did, and check out a toolbox if you think it might be useful for you, and you can print off lots of free stuff on the website and take a look. Thanks for checking it out.